What's up everyone? Welcome back to the Forex Forecast. Today we're going to be covering a couple of the ideas that we have for this upcoming week, and that is February 10th through the 14th. Technically February 9th because markets do open on Sunday at my time. Now, before we actually go into deconstructing some of these charts and going over some ideas, I need you guys to do one thing, and that's just liking this video down below, commenting your ideas on these pairs and pairs that you want to see us analyze as well in the future. That being said, let's get straight into it. So the first pair on the watch list is going to be gold, and as you can see here, this was actually from our previous setup ideas, and it did go according to plan. So not according to plan exactly, but as we can see here that we did get some resistance in this area with this candle closing below. It got tested here once more, and then once more right here. So we can see that this area is in fact significant. So we're gonna box this out real quick and as an area of potential significance. So this was our trade last time. Obviously we didn't make it to those parameters. However, we did end up taking profit on it. But let's go into what our next analysis may be. So this is a daily support being respected. As we can see here, we got not only once, twice, but 3 times, and 3 times validates a particular structural level, whether it's a trend line, support, or resistance line. So that being said, we have something to work with here. Now, I did already mark this up for you guys, so I'm just gonna, what we have going on right here is we have a 61 fib retracement level. So this leg, this correcting leg, is gonna do a 61% fib retracement to this level, which aligns actually with structural support on the daily time frame. Now we do see some indecision and reversals occurring here already. It looks like it's losing some steam and momentum. So this area right here is a great area of interest for us, and this is what our setup would look like, assuming that the parameters are met on our entry parameters are satisfied. So if our entry parameters are satisfied, we're looking at a almost 1-to-3 risk to reward ratio. On this one, we're going to be placing our stop loss just a little bit above the 78% threshold, and then we're placing our take profit a little bit above this area of support that has been respected multiple times in the past. So that's what we're working with gold. We're just looking for conditions to be met, and if they're met, we're going to go into a short and then probably buy back here depending on how price is operating right here, and then we might finally see that breakout going towards the upside. But that's what we see right now with gold. Potentially a setup is occurring. We're looking at entering, assuming our entry conditions are satisfied. Next on the chopping block is going to be New Zealand dollar versus Japanese yen, and you can see this is another trade that we had set up right here, and it went almost exactly to plan. So this area of structure was a potential area of support as well. It was very minor, so we wanted to just monitor price around that area before we actually decided to get out of the trade altogether. But we noticed that price was still showing some good signs on the downside, so we ended up just staying in the trade, and we actually took out the profit. So we did pretty well on this trade. Now let's go into what we're looking at for this one. Like I said, I have this one marked up as well. So you can see that we do have some structural support and or resistance occurring in this area right here. I'm gonna bring this up a little bit. I accidentally scooted it down. So we notice that this is structural support both on the weekly and daily time frame. So this is an area of interest for us. It's a potential area for us to bounce off of, or if there's a breakout, then it's going to fall, and it's going to fall quite a bit. So for these type of areas, obviously we want to make sure that once again our entry parameters are being satisfied before we actually go into a trade. And what we have here is a nice harmonics patterns with pretty good parameters as well. Now with these patterns, you usually make it a trip up to the neckline, and that's something that we already saw right here. We made it, it's almost like on the neckline, just a little bit above it. So that being said, because of the pattern and where the completion of the pattern is forming itself, which is above this structural support area, we have another good possibility for us to make it not only to this neckline, but to the body neckline, which is where we're shooting for right here. Now, once again, because this was an area of structure and it was respected in the past with this formation right here, we do want to take that into consideration before we decide to continue with the trade and try to hit this target. So if there's any potential area, or if there's any signs of resistance in this area, then we would close out the trade and just look for another entry if there. But this is what we're looking for this trade, assuming our parameters are satisfied. And what we're doing here is just putting our stop loss a little bit below some structure, and we're trying to shoot for this target. So this is a 3-to-1 risk reward ratio. Once again, only if and only if our parameters are satisfied, as in we are showing higher highs, higher lows, and we are in a bullish environment. So once again, looking for the body, the retracement to the body neckline. Otherwise, we're going to be keeping our eye out for this 71.25 level because of the previous structure that has been respected in the past. So next on the chopping block is going to be pound Japanese yen. This is the last one that we're going to be covering. So this is some of the structure that we had seen so far, and what we're looking for, because of this channel that was previous resistance turned support. As we can see, this whole area was obviously resistance and then support, 2, 3, and then like 4 or 5. So it's a significant area of structure. We have a descending trend line, which is showing a bullish pennant pattern. And because of this, we, in conjunction with this structural support area, we are looking to make a bounce upward regardless. Now, what's unique about this is this structural area it's actually the 78% fib retracement level of this daily impulse leg to the upside. So the structural support in conjunction with this 78% fib, which is an area of interest for us, assuming it aligns with structure obviously, is a good indication that we're trying to make a push to the upside. Now, with that being said, our first target is going to be around right here, which is putting us almost a 1-to-4 risk to reward ratio for this particular trade. So we're going to be looking for a breakout, obviously, of this trend line, and then moving up towards this target. Now, because this area is showing multiple signs of structure, we do want to keep an eye out for this area right here, which is the 144 area. And if we do see signs of reversals, as in there's resistance in this area, then once again we'll cancel out this trade. This risk stop loss is really high, so honestly we could be really tight and put it right here, and that would still be pretty good parameters. This is just a very high swing trade because we're putting it below this structural area, and if it does fall below that, then chances are you were in the wrong. But depending on how you want to take this trade, you can do this, or if you want to go long term. So we'll probably end up doing this one initially, and then depending on how it goes, we might let half of it run, or you can take the longer position to begin with, and that's what this would look like. So either way, you're getting met with some amazing parameters on this particular trade. Once again, we want to make sure that we're breaking through this descending trend line. Now this is a counter trend line. I think we're going to be seeing a push upward because of this bullish pennant pattern. Oh my gosh, that's a tongue twister. Because of that pattern, and like I said, because of this significant area of structure, we're looking at to make a bounce up regardless. So that being said, that is what we're looking for, some of the trades that we're looking for this upcoming week of February. I hope that this was educational for you guys, and good luck on the markets. Remember, risk management, stick to the plan, backtest, and never get greedy. So if you trust the plan, you don't have to worry about the process moving forward, even if you are incurring a couple of losses or a streak of losses. So that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Later. What's up, guys? I want to say thank you again for checking out this breakdown for this particular pair. And I want to ask you guys to not only like and comment on this video, but also go check out our MAM channel. We have a channel dedicated specifically for breakdowns of the pairs and positions that we're actually entering or were already entered. So If you are interested in just getting a little bit more supplementary information and understanding how we analyze the market, go check out that MAM channel. It will be somewhere in the description or in the bio above. So thank you again, guys. I appreciate it. Go check out the MAM channel, like and comment, and don't forget to follow us for more of these free analysis videos. Thank you again. Talk to you soon.